Hello everybody, today we're going to be looking into a New York Post article. The article is about Harry and Megsy. When is it not? And the article is saying that Harry and Megsy's Portugal mansion, their new home, well, things aren't going too well. Not with the paperwork anyway. There's issues. So we're going to have a look into this. Now, if you were here when I did the reading on their new home in Portugal, you'll find that I was like, there is no house, and there isn't a house because it hasn't been built yet. In fact, they don't even own, really, I think, the plot of land, and there's issues with construction. There's a lot of issues. So we're going to have a look at it. We're going to have a dig through it and see their energy with this. So please join me. If you're new here, I work in layers. I'm going to do one Celtic cross spread for Harry, use another different deck of cards and use one Celtic cross spread for Megsy. If I need to, I'll be using some, if we feel like it, not if we need to, if we feel like it, we're going to be using some oracle cards right at the end. They're quite cheeky oracle cards as well. We like them. So let's have a look how Harry is feeling currently about Portugal and see what we can get from that. Now, Harry would come out as the King of Pentacles because he's a Virgo, and Pentacles resonates to Earth signs, on even the Knight of Pentacles, depending. Megsy would come out as the Queen of Wands because she is a Leo, and that's a fire sign. Both of them, Harry would come out as Major Arcana, as the Virgo, as the Hermit, sorry, which is Virgo. Megsy would come out as Strength, which is the astrological sign Leo. There's lots of ways to identify people and things in the tarot. There's so many. I love the tarot, you know. Okay, let's talk about things I don't love. Harry and Meghan. How's Portugal going, Harry? Page of Wands. Oh, he is angry and frustrated and things are not going his way. I feel like this Portugal move is his act of kind of intense desperation. Burning up here. Very much burning up here. This is no planned, long planned thing, this Portugal move. This is a quick fire. And it's frustrating him. It really is frustrating him. And money's a problem, eh? We've got the Ace of Pentacles crossing over. Finance issues, transferring money, transferring funds, transferring legalities, starting a new life, prosperous life. It's in a block. It's being blocked. It's completely being blocked here. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse crossing over. Two of Pentacles is in reverse as well. There's a lot to do with finance. There's a lot to do with managing resources, being able to juggle your home life, such as it is. I don't think they're living together. Your responsibilities, and keep everything on an even keel in rocky seas. He's not doing this. The change is difficult. He can't do change. He doesn't respond to change well, and he doesn't as well cope with planning and going through change. He needs to have this almost like a very stationary mind and lots of support. He's not built to be a mover and shaker, this one. He wants out of something. He wants to move forward with something. He sees this whole Portugal thing of getting away from something. Now that could be the incoming administration in January in the USA. There are certain things happening in the USA right at the minute. Certain cases involving former high-end celebrities that Harry has some links to. Could be that as well. Oh, the Lovers in reverse. This was meant to be a bolt hole. This is like that kind of, his kind of bolt hole if Trump gets in, you know. The Gemini resonates to the Lovers. Donald Trump is a Gemini. The Gemini is in reverse, so something that's had a very negative impact. So the frustration is he's getting more and more desperate and wanting to move forward and get somewhere different. But he's actually one of the big things is a big Gemini energy coming in. He's not reacting. He's worse now about Portugal than he was when we did the Portugal read. It was just a bit of bluster. It was kind of like an afterthought. It was just like, yeah, we'll put it just in case. I think they really did think that that Kamala would win. And they really wanted her to as well. The Three of Coins is in reverse. And that's a disruption there. There's people not working together. This Portugal move is difficult. It's not going to happen easy. And you know what happens when things that aren't easy happen to Megsy and Harry. They run away from them. So there's disruption. There's potentially going to be blames. There's potentially going to be blames with people not being in sync and working together, and different laws, and things aren't just lining up for them. If they complain about how things have worked together and how the process is going through, I do believe it's Brookbanks, Eugenie's husband, who did the deal. Will this be the thing that finally breaks off that connection to Harry and Eugenie that they seem to have a little bit of left? The King of Wands is in reverse. He's angry. He's furious. It's a weird energy when the King of Wands is in reverse. I mean, it could be a fire sign person around him that he's not happy with. But this in reverse, he's feeling very destructive, really destructive. It's almost like he wants to launch on people when he gets his way. He's very, very frustrated. And the High Priestess is surrounding him. There are secrets. Okay. And the Magician in reverse. He's not going to get it together. He's having some trouble. Let me just pull all these cards. This dude is... There is things being kept from him. There is knowledge he's finding it difficult to attain. There is knowledge he is finding difficult to understand, listen to, and abbreviate. He can't bring this energy into him. There is this passive energy, this passive well of knowledge that you need to be in to be accessed. And this is on the outside of him. I think there's something more going on here. I think there is something more going on here with Megsy's and Harry's frustrations with stuff all of a sudden. I think it might have been happening for a while. But it's almost like somebody's out to frustrate them. That's a shame, isn't it? The Seven of Swords is in reverse. So something's going to be revealed about this Portugal move and this Portugal mess. There's also an evidence potentially of somebody being sacrificed by Harry and Megsy to save some face, certainly by Harry though. Let's have a look at Megsy. Let's see where the cards are for her. That Magician in reverse, he's worried that he's not going to be able to get together. He's not going to be able to put things together and make things happen the way he wants them to. Now, I do think they are self-cursing. I do think they've put a hex on themselves just because of the way they behave, and they're never going to draw good energy to themselves. But another thing I do think as well is that there might be other things at play now, especially with the change of administration coming in. Let's have a look at Meghan. Oh, you want to come out? Okay. Ooh. She's wound up. She doesn't like this New York Post article. How dare you write it? And she's reading the internet as well. The Page of Swords in reverse is she's feeling quite destructive. She's feeling quite annoyed. She's feeling like she wants to rush in and correct everybody and tell everybody off. How dare you think that they can't manage a house sale correctly? How dare you think that? Eight of Cups, she wants to walk away, but she can't. Okay. Blaming Harry, there's the King of Pentacles. And Six of Swords is in reverse. So she's going to be blaming Harry. She can't actually walk away right at this moment in time from the house sales, well, from the house buying process, but she wants to. That Six of Wands underneath, she's very embarrassed by it. She's really fueled by it. And the King of Pentacles in reverse there, she's blaming Harry. On the outside, they'll blame Harry. They'll say, oh, they're just doing this because of Harry. They're doing this because of Harry. And it's because he is the chosen one. That kind of thing. She was really hoping there with the Empress coming up to this. There's something with her mother in this as well. Like a creative space that she could do things, that they could have, like, she could have somewhere that she could send Harry away from California. And she could go there too. And that's the thing. She could go there, you know, swan around on a yacht. Look mournful, sitting on the end of a diving board somewhere. I mean, I guess you could do that off the coast of California, but I mean, Diana did it in Europe, so I would suggest that she probably thinks Europe is the same thing. Europe being all of one country. Loss of control. Three of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Pentacles in reverse here. They are losing control of their financial. Okay. We have got the King of Cups in reverse. Now, Megsy is seeing the conspiracy theory that she thinks William is behind absolutely everything. William somehow has made their Portugal move fail. The King of Cups is representative of a water sign. William is a water sign, so there we go. And he always comes out for them. If it was His Majesty King Charles III, he would be coming out as the Emperor. I'm just saying, it would, especially when you're dealing with royals, because there's a very hierarchical thing there. But that King of Cups in reverse, so somehow this is all William's fault. A little bit obsessed with William for me, this one. The Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands is in reverse. We started off with the Page of Wands in reverse for at the start of Harry's reading. So I do believe that Harry is really raging. She's really embarrassed and wants to defend herself and wants to cause some stuff online. But there is going to be an element of losing control. Like everything's going to start spilling out soon. The Five of Wands is in reverse. And the Nine of Cups. It's interesting because she doesn't necessarily... There's a party coming up, okay? There's a big party coming up. So this is... I feel like she's going to just show herself at a big party. I think there's something with Tyler Perry coming up, isn't there, with her? But so before that, she's going to be in the limelight. So she's going to enjoy that. So that is the Nine of Cups. Smug by herself in front of everything you own. And all of this, though... Between then and now, which is only a matter of weeks, I expect some financial rumours and some unravelling there. I really do, especially around the Portugal house. Okay. She's wanting to start the impasse, the Five of Wands in reverse. She's wanting to start to cause some trouble. She's wanting to create some beef online. Now, that could be within the newspapers, within articles printed on web magazines, message boards, Reddit, X, bots, all of those things. Let me just have a look and see. How the Portugal home sale people see them. False money, false. This is on this, basically it's digital money, as in I can't remember the name of it. Bitcoin, that's it. But instead of saying Bitcoin, it says shitcoin. They are, the people who are selling them the land don't think they have the money, and they don't think they have the capability of getting the money, the house and everything. They are not too happy with the sale. They don't want to do the sale. They don't want to complete the sale. They don't want them to move. We've got 2 passports there. And there has been somebody's lied to somebody here. That energy from the company that is selling them the house isn't good. They don't want their custom now. They feel like there has been a deception and a mirage here. There's a deception and a mirage here. And they feel like they're getting used. So they don't trust them. So that's not a good way to do a deal. If you don't trust somebody, you can't do a deal. How will it all end? We will be getting stuff, but it's going to be artificial. We're going to be getting some saccharine marketing stuff, I believe, around this place. The sale may well fall through, but the company that runs it will use it to advertise more and more and more stuff. Now, I think that's just good business. They've probably wanted a sale. They probably wanted to get the name out there. Harry and Megsy are, you know, they're big names. People click, people look, or, you know, people are interested a little bit in them. But I think they also wanted the sale, but the sale isn't really going to go ahead because we've got a waste. They're going to try and get rid. And when we do get it, when we do get to hear stuff, the company are going to kind of like pre-package everything and have a bit of a little bit of a marketing campaign there. When it all goes wrong, they're going to use it to their advantage. And I suppose their businesses, let's have a look and see what Eugenie thinks of the ongoing sale. I'll just pull a few cards. Unwanted change, unwanted gamble. She's a bit concerned about them travelling there. And there's more conspiracy and deception. We've got deception there. So she's not too pleased with how things are going. She put a gamble on it. It's not paying off with the change in reverse. The nausea is she doesn't particularly want them travelling. She doesn't necessarily want them around her. And she's starting to believe in some kind of bigger conspiracy that is going on. Okay, let's have a look at Jack. The mixologist for Jack. Oh, Jack. He used to sell tequila, I believe. So he was, maybe this card is saying he was better as a tequila salesman than maybe a real estate person. He's chasing the dream. He's chasing money. It's difficult for him. It's going to cause some problems with regards to Jack and Eugenie and the Markles. It's going to cause some big problems with it because we've got conflict in reverse. And conspiracy, so it's definitely going to make people reframe and re-look at how they are having relationships with Harry and Megsy. With these two, even if you can have a professional relationship where you sell them something, they don't often buy, do they? They don't often get things done. They don't do things. They don't sort it out. So they are very messy. Extremely messy. The problem is I don't think Jack and Eugenie here in these cards are as intelligent as they like to think they are. It's the same with Harry and Megsy. They all think they're kind of like some kind of massive brained operators, you know? And they're just not. They're really not. And I think you can understand why I say that after all these years. But that conspiracy thing there is like Eugenie's going to start going, actually, what is actually going on here? So she's going to start getting paranoid. Conflict in reverse seems to me that there would be a conflict of interests, but there's not necessarily going to be something that kind of comes out from Jack. He's going to be quite guarded with stuff, but I think the whole conspiracy theorist with Eugenie and Jack being involved in all of this, they've been markled. They will be getting markled. Mark my words. This will end up with a markling. This whole house buy in Portugal thing, there is going to be a markling. I can feel it in my bones. I really can. But what do you think of the cards? Have you got any questions for the cards? Is there any readings you would like me to do? Thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow either for more readings and a live. I've got some really cool cards coming as well, and I'm going to do some different types of readings with them. Like a slightly different strategy. And I'm sure you'll find it interesting. But anyway, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lots of love, and try and behave. Bye, everyone.